Hvordan skal vi... Vi kan jo bare lade den køre.
Ja, men skal vi ikke lige, inden vi starter, lige prøve at tage en agenda igennem?
Men hvordan ser det ud på den anden der nu? Ser man kun den der? Det kan være, du må flytte den lidt. Og sådan her.
Der er for meget af det.
Sådan.
Ja.
Sådan.
Men man kan se min telefon. Ja, det er lidt til. Sådan der. Nu er det perfekt.
Okay.
Og hvad med
så må du lige starte den der. Det er perfekt. Jeg tror, det går. Har du startet den?
Nej.
Det kan lige så
men
godt bare køre.
skal vi ikke lige hurtigt lige lave det talkshow? Du siger, jeg har putt...
Jeg har Kolja.
Ja.
My guest, Kolja. Today.
Og siger du... det skal være et eller andet med, at jeg jo ikke kan være i...
Since you can't join us.
Ja. Så kan du sige, what are you doing? Eller, what are you up to? Ja, det kan bruge.
Okay. Nej, med jo, hvor er I jo ikke?
Jeg har en til.
Okay. Så hvad skal vi have her? Synes jeg.
Vi kan godt hoppe direkte ind i det og sige, at du kan bare sige, Kolja, fortæl, hvad foregår der i dit liv lige nu? Eller.
Sådan about your life. Okay.
Og så kommer jeg automatisk ind og siger, I'm living the dream of my life, og så...
Ja, nu lad os gøre det sådan her. Hvad er det for ting, du gerne vil have, jeg spørger? Fordi det bliver for stift, hvis jeg kun ligesom spørger om det. Så jeg interviewer dig, og så skal jeg bare huske at de her ting nu.
Ja. Den ene ting, det er sabbat, og hvorfor sabbat?
Ja, hvad hedder det på engelsk?
Leave. Sabbatical leave.
Sabbatical.
Leave.
Ja.
Den anden ting, så skal vi have lidt historie, hvad der ellers er sket i mit liv i 20 år, og eventuelt om jeg kan huske noget fra Prag.
Ja. Okay.
Og hvad der er sket i mit liv, hvad for nogle punkter vil vi trække ud? Du spurgte jo selv om det med hårtransplantationen.
Okay.
Og så... Du kan også stille mig sådan 5 hurtige ja-nej spørgsmål.
Okay.
Er der ikke sådan noget tit i sådan et...
Jo, men det laver jeg lige her for mig selv hemmeligt.
Ja. Du kan spørge mig om Michelle eller... Jeg er næsten nødt til at finde ud af, hvad hun hedder, den der slovenske skuespillerinde fra...
Har du egentlig noget som helst at gøre med Butner og Bernhard, da du var der? Okay, hvis du tænder for den der, så vi kan jo altid bare klippe den bagefter.
Nu er den gået ud her.
Koden er 111111, hvis du vil se.
Nej, det er ikke.
Så kører den som video?
Så kører den. Er det lyd på?
Men jeg tror, det må
Nej,
være...
det kører ikke. Den siger 000. Jeg skal måske trykke på kampen igen. Så.
Okay. Og jeg dobbelttjekker lige, at den kører her. Ja, det gør den. Cool. So, Kolja, welcome to Shanghai.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you here. Maybe you can just share with us why you are in Shanghai now.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me to Shanghai, first of all. It's been many years. I have got the open invitation and finally I took it.
Yeah, as the only one.
Really?
Yeah, so far. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm pleased that my life has turned into a way where actually now it's just a must thing for me to do. I'm living the dream of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken a year off, dropped everything, and about to meet the world.
So what's your plan? Basically, you started a month ago, and you're traveling around the world.
Yeah. So I figured out when I turned 40 that I had never been out of Europe. And I see myself as such a world person, and it could, I mean, that could not be true. It could not last for the rest of my life. So I could have traveled with work, or I could have done other things. But I mean, what's better than decide yourself?
Yeah.
And so I started off planning a little bit because I had no time to plan anything while I was working. So I had a big party in August in Copenhagen, and then I left. 1st of September, been in Thailand, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and now I will travel to Japan for 2 months. And then I actually don't know after what's gonna happen.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I can tell also the whole idea about everything is about creativity, figuring out. Let's stop it. Det kan du også bare stille med.
Anyway, we just continue.
Yeah. Oh, you can ask some questions.
Yeah. So, I think my first.
Yeah.
My first. So my first memory of you is I was in Prague, walking down one of the hallways, and I see a guy walking towards me with an FC Copenhagen cap, and turned into a 20-year-old friendship. What has happened since then? I mean, we sort of see each other in glimpses here and there, but some of the people looking at this have not seen you in 20 years. Can you just quickly take us through?
That's true.
Back then you were, just for you to remember, you were, young guy studying math at university, kind of alternative, anarchistic. What are you doing?
Yeah. So actually, I kept studying for 10 years. I love the study life, and with living in Denmark, it's easy to have a student life. So I didn't finish before 2003, and then I immediately found a job in a software company where I work today. It's software for finance industry. So, and I now work with portfolio managers. I'm a consultant, and I talk to portfolio managers in the biggest banks and pension funds in the world. But now lately, mostly in Scandinavia. In the meantime, I have been 4 years in Vienna, in Austria, and lived there. Had a fantastic Danish girl with me, and we had a very good life there. Unfortunately, that broke, and I went back, and I've now been a business traveler for 4 years, and that's actually what now I got a little bit tired of, and one of the reasons for doing this now.
Yeah.
So.
You're one of the few people I meet whose love life seems to be even more complicated than mine. Can you just share up with us? So you're not seeing anyone at the moment?
No, I had a long relationship of 7 years right after Prague in Denmark. Then I had 2 years single, which was the happiest days of my life, probably. I got my own apartment in Copenhagen at that time. But then I met this girl that I took to Vienna with. She was 16 years younger than me. And she was the student of my father, so it got very complicated at that time.
Yeah.
Having secrets and but very romantic. And after Vienna, it has been sadly much about work. So it's only been on a dating line the last couple of 2 years, but very difficult with a non-private life in my work schedule. So another reason for travel around the world. Maybe next one is somewhere out there in the world.
So since we are many of us going on the 20 years reunion, and you will be in Japan, maybe share with us some of your memories of Prague and what made it special. And
I can actually say that Prague was so much, or it made such a big impact to my life that I have kept coming back to Prague. I mean, from Denmark it's pretty easy. If you maybe remember, I stayed actually for a second semester at that time. I studied Czech in the language school, and I continued with math in Czech language. And I just liked the city so much. So even with girlfriends or even with friends, we went to see football games when Copenhagen played there. I have still friends who live in Prague, so it's a city that I really enjoy. Whenever it's possible on my way to stop there, I will do it. So it's still a big thing. What I remember from our time is, of course, the Kolja, the Žižkov, and our planning of going out on different tours in the evenings. I actually most remember the hours just before leaving, where there was such a fuss around, and everybody starting drinking and waiting for each other, and where should we go, and all the time ending up in, what's it called, Rouge, Café Rouge.
Bar Rouge.
Bar Rouge, yeah. So I remember those things. I also remember some crazy dances with Guy. I remember Gilles' love affairs. So yeah, that was quite. I mean, that many things. I am so sad that I cannot see you all, because it would have been funny to remember all those stories again and to laugh about them.
Yeah.
But I promised already Alexander now that for 25 years, my next sabbatical leave will be the year after the 25 years. So I can come and join you there.
You kind of made the decision to go on a sabbatical every 6 years.
Yeah. So I heard from a very clever man that it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that?
No, you didn't. You're fucked up with your work.
Yeah.
So,
but on the other hand, I think, Kolja, yesterday evening, I have to say, I thought maybe you're not a very honest and trustworthy person, because we had this talk. Somehow it came up who was the most attractive woman, Michelle Obama or what's her name, Melania Trump.
Yeah.
And you claim it's Michelle.
I still claim that.
How can that be?
It's easy. I mean, it's so easy to. I mean, if I'm a guy who looks for the personality, for their heart, for the inside, not just the outside. But even outside, I would still claim it, and that's because probably I have a. I mean, I know what Slovenian girls are like, and she's like down on that list of Slovenian girls.
Yeah.
So, and I've never been with a black woman, unfortunately. So for me, there's no choice there.
You also used to be a socialist back in the day.
I'm not sure I completely buy into that, but I was left wing, yeah.
Okay. And what are you today?
I'm alternative.
And what's that?
We have a very new party in Denmark, and we talked about it. You don't even, because you've been away for long, so you don't even know much about it, but it's about making politics by involving people both locally and to see what is needed on local level. So you ask people what's the society like here, and then you figure out what kind of things are well needed. So in order not being left or right or whatever you can put into boxes, just to more practical what would be good for the society here. So it's the development of policies using kind of local, and then they have a kind of vision that with every budget or every policy has to have 3 budgets: an economical, social, and ecological budget. So everything has to be in plus when you make a proposition, a political proposition. So of course it's very kind of green, and I'm very much into this now with healthy living, eating cleverly, and so.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, and I mean, we'll see you later.
I'm looking very much forward to follow the stories on that you hopefully share on Facebook and laugh about afterwards.
Sure. Great. Thanks. Jeg må åbne overledet. Det gjorde det næste.